Hello students, I am Aniket Kirsch and today we will start chapter 4 Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. So what all things we will learn in this chapter: inserting a table, table tools and formatting a table style, charts and its components, entering data in a table, aligning text in a table. So let's see. We have already seen what is Microsoft PowerPoint, right? It is a application software in which we can create presentations, right? So Microsoft PowerPoint is a powerful presentation tool. It helps us to communicate our views and ideas, effectively using diagrams, photos, chart, clip arts, sounds, colors, designs, and animated special effects. We have done all this, right? Most of the things we know how to insert photographs, we know how to use clip arts, right? These things, photos and clip arts, we know, right, how to add. We can change the we can insert text box, we can change the color of the font, we know how to use word art. These all things we have already done, right? In our earlier class, that is in class 5, we had done all this. We will see some additional features in this chapter, right? PowerPoint provides additional features to organize the information in a tabular format, right? In this chapter, we will see how table is inserted. A table is a grid of cells arranged in rows and columns. We know table is a combination of rows and columns. It is a grid of cells, right? Cells means what? In a table, each box is considered as a cell, right? In this lesson, we will learn how to insert a table, apply a table style, and format the table using various commands. Okay, let us see. Inserting a table. Yes, it is very easy. Inserting like that you insert it, right? Word art, smart art, in a text box. You know how to insert all these things. In the same way, using the insert tab, right? Using the insert tab, you can insert a table. To insert a table, click on the new slide drop down arrow on the home tab. Select the title and content layout. Click on the insert icon present on the slide. The insert table dialog box will appear. Let me show you. I have Microsoft PowerPoint 2007, but then also most of the things are similar, right, in different versions. To insert a table, in this we have seen home tab. According to this, in home tab we have new slide drop down arrow, right? New slide drop down arrow. To insert a table, click on the new slide drop down arrow on the home tab. Select the title and content layout. Okay, let me do this. Okay, this is PowerPoint. Okay, I have opened the PowerPoint. We already know how to open PowerPoint, right? Clicking on start button, then all programs, then go to Microsoft Office, and under that Microsoft PowerPoint, right? So here under home tab, new slide, see new slide button is there, drop down arrow, I will click on this. Now under this, in which option I have to go? Title and content, right? I have clicked on this, right? Now as you can see from the book, we have entered on that title and content layout. Click on the insert table icon present on this slide. The insert table dialog box will appear. Okay, click on the insert table icon. Here you can see picture icon, here you can see clip art icon, here insert media clip, insert smart art graphics, insert chart, and here we have insert table option, right? So click on that. Now how many number of rows you want and how many columns and rows you want, that you have to fill here. Then click on, suppose I want 4 columns, right, and 10 rows, no, 7 rows. Let me enter 7 rows, right? Okay, so now our table has been created, right? See, very easy, right? Now define the number of columns and rows, click OK. A table will be displayed according to the defined rows and columns. Understood how to insert a table? That's okay. You can go even in the insert tab, right? Insert tab, there also you will get an option. But you can insert table like this also, using the table icon in the using this layout. Okay. Now this is the stepwise it is showing how you have inserted, right? We have just done it. Intersection of a row and column is called a cell, right? All these are cells, right? This is cell, this is cell, right? All these are cell, this is cell, this is cell. All these boxes are considered as cells. It is a intersection of rows and columns. These are columns and these are rows. So intersection of rows and columns make a different cell, right? Understood? Now next, click on the insert tab and this is the different way, right? This is another way of inserting table. How you can insert a table in this, suppose in this tab, in this slide I want to insert. So here we have, see, here you can see insert tab, right? Insert tab, click on that, let me click on that, insert. Under insert, here you can see here table option is there, right? If I will click on this like this, I can choose the number of rows and columns, and using this insert table tab, like this dialog box will be appear, right? So these are the different ways to insert a table using the insert tab option from the menu bar, or from taking proper layout, and in that going to table icon, I can insert table, right? Two ways we have seen. Now after entering data in a table, after inserting table in a slide, follow these tabs given below to enter column heading or row heading. This is very simple. Just you can click and enter the datas. Then also we will read what all things are written here. Place the mouse pointer in the first cell of a table and type heading. Press the tab key to take the insertion point to the next cell. Using the tab key or by clicking the next option is by clicking the next cell, you can enter the next data, right? Or if from the keyboard you want to upload, then your tab key is there. From that you can switch from one cell to another cell, right? Type heading for this next cell. Similarly, we can insert data in the table using the table key or arrow key or mouse. After typing data in the table, click anywhere outside the table, right? To edit data in a table, click on the cell to be modified and make changes in it. Table, click on the cells to be modified. To insert new rows in a table, place the insertion point in a cell, click the right mouse. Obviously all these things we have already, most of these things in MS Word also we have done, right? Let me show you. So see, here in this slide we have a table, right? Now I will just click on this first cell. This is the first cell, right? In this, suppose I will enter something, right? Name. Next, I will click on tab, right? Name, father name, right? Now next is father name. Now again I am pressing tab button, tab key, and then mother name. Then again tab, address. So address or this arrow button or through mouse, I can go to the next cell, next column heading. And like this only, I can enter the data. Anuj, father name is Raj. Like this, we can enter different names. All we can fill datas, right, in all the cells. And if I want to change, I am telling you, line by line we will read and implement, right? So it will be easy, so that we will cover each and every point from the book. To insert a new row, okay, new row option. So from where? So see, suppose I want to add one more column, right? So I will click here in this, I will click here in the last column, and I want to add one more column, right? So in the last column, I will what I will do? I will right click here, and insert, go to insert option, insert column to the right side, right? So here I will click and one more column is there, right? In the same way, if I want a more row below of this, so I will click here in the last row and right click here and insert row below, like this. Again one more row is there, right? Like this we can insert rows and columns. Getting? Now next, select the insert option and click either by right clicking, right? You can also select any of the options from the layout tab. To apply different background colors, select the table by clicking anywhere on its border and click the shape fill button in the drawing group home tab, right? These all things you have to remember. Shape fill button, if you want to change the background of our table, where you have to go, select the border of the table, then go to home tab, drawing group, shape fill button. Okay, so let's do it. So I want to change the background, so I have clicked, selected the background, right? Now home tab, under home tab, this is the drawing. See, this is the home tab. We have clicked on home tab. Under this, drawing group is here, right? Drawing group is here. Under this, shape fill is here, right? So we will click on that shape fill. We have already selected the table border. Now shape fill. Under shape fill, we will select this, this color or this color. So like this we can change the background of the table, where you have to remember that under home tab we have drawing group. Under drawing group we have shape fill button. Getting? So from here you can change the background. Understood? Okay. Now next, to delete a row or a column from a table, select the row. To delete a row or a column from a table, select the row or a column you wish to delete and click on the delete button in the row and column group on the layout tab. Select the required option. Okay. To delete any particular row or column, select that and click on the delete button in the row and column group on the layout tab. Remember which tab and which group and where that option or button is, right? So suppose I want to delete this last row. Okay, so I will select this row. Okay, I have selected this row. Now I will have to go on which tab? See, here we have layout tab, right? I will click on this layout tab. Understood? And see, under going to this layout tab, here is the layout tab, right? I have selected that. After that, here is the row and column option, right? Here we have row and column with group. Under this, delete option is here, right? Delete option is here. So we will click on that. So if I will click on that, see, that particular row will be deleted. Delete row. Deleted or not? Getting? So like this we will delete any row or any column. Suppose I want to delete this column. So what I will do? First I will select this. I have selected this column. Then again layout tab, row and column group, and here we will click on delete button. Delete column. This time we have selected column. So delete column. So that column will be deleted. Understood? So this is the way how to delete. We have seen how to change the background of a table, how to delete any row or column, how to insert any row or column. We have seen all these things, right? Now next, table tools. Table tools. When you insert a table in PowerPoint 2010, a new tab, table tools, appear. Okay, whenever this table tools, this table tools will appear only when you will add a table in your PowerPoint slide, right? You will find various tools and commands present on its design and layout tabs, such as border, shading, draw tables, table styles, merge cells, split cells, right? These tools are helpful while formatting a table in this slide. Okay, so table tools, this new tab I am showing you, table tools. So as we have added a table, right? As we have added a table, as you can see here, table tools, right? See, in the top here you can see table tools, right? Under this table tools we have design and layout. These two tabs are there. And design and tab. So here we have all the options related to, you know, insert below, insert above, for new, insert right, left, merge cells, split cell, what should be the cell size, distribute row, you know, cell margin, cell direction, text direction. So all this height and width, everything related to the table, you know, and whatever properties you want to change of that table, you will get all those you know, options here in this table tools, right? Table tools. This is a special, you know, tab that will be, you know, comes if you will insert a table. Understood? Now you have seen this also. Now so merge cell, all these options we have seen there. Border option, shading, draw table, table style, merge cell, split cell, all these options were there. Merge cell means joining of two cells, right? Two boxes can be joined together in a table, right? And split cell, if you want to divide a single you know, cell into two units. Getting? So shading, you know what is shading of a table, and borders of a table, all these you know, tools for editing this, you will get it in design and layout tabs, that is under this table tools, right? Here, as you can see, table tools, here is the table tools, right? Now next, formatting a table style. Formatting a table style. When you insert a table, PowerPoint automatically applies a table style to the table. You can view various styles in the table style group on the design tab. It is under which table tools? Under that we have seen design tools, design tab, right? And under that table style group is there, right? You can view various styles in the table style group, that is under design tab, as you can see here also in your book. This in this you know, ribbon, you can see here we have table tools in design. Under design, all these different table styles are there, as you can see. And here layout tab is selected, so here all these options you will get, right? So where you will get table styles option under design tab, under table tools, under design tab we have this table styles option, right? So let's see. Okay, now here we have design option, design tab, and if I will click this, these are different table styles, right? So from here under design tab we can select different types of tables. Understood? Now next, to apply table style, first select the table, click on the design tab to access table styles. This is all we have done. Remember the group, name of the group, right? To change table shading, this also we have seen, right? Table, what is table shading? And then to table border. To change table setting, under design tab we have what? We can even change the shadings under table style. So this is a table, we have selected this table. Now under design tab, what we have seen, here we have shading option. Where it is? Here we have shading option. We will select it, and here, as you can, if you will choose different one, from here gradient also you can select different shades, right? Different shades. Getting? So these are what? Like this also, different shades you can select from the shade option. Under where it is available? Under table tools, under design tab, and here we have under table style group shading option is there, right? So remember stepwise. To remember all this, you know, you have to, you know, maintain flow chart. Write the flow chart in your copy and make an arrow mark from one step to another step, right? So you can easily remember all this. Point to point you can remember. Getting? To apply a border, border is also there, right? Here is below shading option we have, you can see shading is here, then border, then effect, right? So suppose I have selected this table, I have selected this table. Now I will click on border, border, all border, outside border, inside border, top border, bottom border, different types of borders we have. Outside border, suppose I will click on this, and again all borders like this, all borders, all margin will look clearly, all divider will look clearly, all cells will look clearly. Okay, now top border only and right border only. So all this will be will be clear. Top border, left border, right border, whatever you will select, your border will be look like that only. Getting? I hope you are understanding, right? To apply border, border color, we have seen how to change the border color, right? The pen color tool is used to change the border cells or column border color, right? Select the table, click on the pen color button in the draw table border group on the design tab. Under design we have draw border. Under design tab, first we have to select the table. Under design tab, this design tab, draw border. Okay, draw border. Here you can see, here we have pen color, right? Pen color, suppose this, I will select on this, right? Now there I can write something like this, I can directly implement, right? Okay, so what we have to do, we have to just after choosing the pen color, right? Suppose I will choose this blue, something like this. Now I click on the border, right? Now I will click on the border. Right now we have changed the border. I am selecting outside border, right? Outside border or all borders, suppose all borders, right? Now I have selected the table, and under that I have selected this particular color, and then I will click on the borders, right? And suppose this color, green color, if I want to change, then the border will change in that color, right? Getting or not? Is it visible? Okay, so a color palette appears. Choose the required color and the mouse pointer changes to a pencil shape. Click the left mouse pointer on the border whose color you wish to change, or simply drag the mouse on the cell border and release the button. The line color will be changed. Okay, like this you can change. Border styles, we have seen this tool is very helpful in changing the line style of select the table and click on the pen style list box or design tab. Under the table, a drop down menu appears. Select the style. The mouse pointer changes to pencil, right? Border style. Okay, this tool is very helpful in changing the line style of a table. Select the table and click on the pen style list. Let us do this also. We have selected the table, and then under this table, in table tools tab, design tab, we have what? Pen list option. Let us see under this. So here we can see pen style list box. So here we can see here we have pen style list box here, this section, under this section, right? Focus on this. Here, see here, if you will click, this is pen style, right? So like this, whatever we will select, right? So in this way we can change. Getting? So from here we can change the pen style. Okay, place the mouse pointer on the any border of the table and click on it, or drag the mouse pointer on it. Observe the change. Okay, in light color it will look properly, right? Now align the text. Alignment refers to the position of the text in a table, cell, row or column. By default, the text is aligned at the top of the cell. You will find 6 alignment button on the layout tab. which are align text left, center, align text right, align top, center vertically, and align bottom. Text means whatever you are writing inside a cell is a text, right? So under layout, from the layout tab, alignment section, you can change the alignment of that tab. Under layout, remember, under layout tab, alignment group, right? You can change it. By default, what is it? The text is aligned at the top of a cell, right? Top of a cell. Getting? So under layout tab, alignment, let us see. So suppose Raj is here, right? Layout tab, alignment. Here we can see alignment, right? See, this is the alignment group, right? Under this we can see left, center, right aligned. All this top is already selected, right? Left and top is already selected by default. Can you see? Right? These two are selected. See. Now if I will select this and I will click on this, so it will be change into the center. This is right aligned, center, left. This is top, by default top. This is bottom. If you will increase the height of this cell, then if I will can keep it in the center or at the bottom, depends, right? By default it is at the top and left aligned. Getting? So from here, under layout tab, under alignment option, you can alignment group, you can change the alignment of the text, right? Now charts in PowerPoint. So we will cover this charts in PowerPoint in our next lecture. Right now we will whatever we have studied about this table and all, just if you have the system, do it practically, whether you are able to perform it or not, and read the chapter carefully, whether you are able to understand each and everything or not. Getting? That's it for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.